This is my short list. I know you're going to be like, what? This is my absolute shortest list to get prepared for Mercury going into retrograde. And everything is going to be kind of like quick and fast, but these are some of the most amazing ones. So number one is slow your daily pace, like kind of get ready to slow down and literally take tons of extra time to make a decision. If someone offers you something or wants to tell you something, literally take several breaths or a day or two before you come back with your answer. Number two is check all of your appointments, your travel plans, your schedules. All of that is going to be really, really important. Write any thoughts or ideas down. I usually use my phone notepad to kind of like jot those down, but you want to write them all down so you have clarity in what you did. So number four is back up your phones, your computers, and digital files. This is really important, and I do this probably about a month before Mercury even gets close to going into retrograde, because it can bring in a lot of computer issues or problems or storage issues. And because I have not only my family stuff, but my business stuff, I try to do this early. And then I usually do it again in a completely separate backup about a week before it goes into pre-shadow energy. My number five is pause before responding to anything that sounds really emotional. If I'm going to be in a situation where I need to give emotional energy or an answer or something like that, I'm going to take my time before I give my answer, because I may hear their question and just kind of like zip it up, and then I might go, no, I need to really calm down with this one. Number six is any strengthening my grounding routines. I love grounding, but I'm not a person that requires a lot of grounding, so I will ground about a month or so before Mercury goes into retrograde, and then I will do it once during retrograde. I don't do it very often. It just doesn't connect with my energy very well. Number seven is drink more water and kind of get into my intuition and my flow, and I will literally amp up all of my meditations or add a few in there, shorter ones than I normally do. Number eight is revisit old ideas or projects, things that I thought like I'm completely over this or I don't want to do this. This is the time that I'm going to bring this back up and kind of understand like this is the time to look through those old things, and maybe there's an idea that I hadn't thought about or something else I would like to do instead. So that's kind of one of those interesting ones. Number nine is more rest. A lot of times Mercury in retrograde can kind of make us feel a little tired, a little grumpy, kind of like not in a good way. And so this is a great time to kind of amp up like a mid-afternoon nap a couple of days a week, or literally do something that's calming and relaxing. Number 10 is practice my meditation and literally look for ways to honor my energy, my mind, body, and soul. And sometimes that could be an extra girlfriend lunch during the month. Sometimes it could be just taking time to myself or go for a long walk. All of those are going to be signaling take care of me. One of the other ones is number 11 is don't sign any long-term agreements when possible. If there's a way to avoid a long-term agreement, signing something like that or a contract, I avoid it. I've literally wanted to get out today and we're about 3 weeks before it happens. So I'm going to be doing everything I can to get everything cleared off my desk so I'm ready to move into energy. Number 12 is ask clear questions when we're having a conversation to reduce any conflict or confusion. So one of the things that I like to do is during Mercury in retrograde, I will really amp this up. I will literally ask questions and say, wait, hold on, let me re-ask this in a different way. I want to know blah, 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 because I want to make sure that I'm speaking clearly, that I'm clearly communicating with them. And then if I don't feel like I'm getting a complete answer, or I ask like 2 questions or 3 questions in what I was asking, I'll be like, hold on, I got this answer and this answer, but I'm really want to get this one as well, because it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I'm not going like, oh, you're a horrible person. It's saying I need to clear this all up. Number 13 is I always energetically clear up the space around me. So this is doing a deep cleanse in my house before Mercury even starts. This is doing a gentle like sound or smoke or kind of ritual where I'm getting ready for Mercury in retrograde. That's going to really limit the kind of problems or issues that we normally have. Number 14 is limit the exposure to emotional stories from others. A lot of times, because they're being triggered like we are, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, when I was in 7th grade, this happened. And it's like, now stuck in all this energy. I try to limit that and say, I would really love to listen, but now's not the right time. I'm really kind of going through something myself. Maybe we could make an appointment or a lunch date in a month or so and do it that way, because their triggering can bring up triggers for me, which is not a good thing, because now they're triggering and I'm triggering, and it totally crazy. Let's see. Number 15 is trust our intuitive nudges that we get. So kind of what are those little nudges that we're getting from the universe? For me, I almost say it's kind of like a kick in the head sometimes a little stubborn. This is literally like daily practices, or what do I need to do? Or if I didn't do something the day before, I need to make sure that that's first on my list the next day. Number 16th is reorganize my spiritual tools and journals. I'm going to make sure that I have a journal next to my bed during Mercury in retrograde. I'm going to cleanse out and clean out my office, and getting prepared for what's about to happen. Number 17th is review any boundaries that I've had. A lot of times people think boundaries are someone else. Like, I'm telling you, you shouldn't do this. That's my boundary. And really your boundary is, if they do this, I'm going to whatever it is. That makes it much easier, and it's on me to be in action and choose and decide for myself, is this what I really want to do, or is it not? Either way, it gives the power back to me. The other one is number 18 is spend quiet time near water. Because this one is in Pisces, this is a great time to kind of do a water meditation, or be around water, or do an extra tub or two during this time frame, and kind of get you into your water energy and really connect, because it's going to give you a really peaceful alignment. Number 19 is reconnect with unfinished healing or forgiveness in work, because a lot of times, like, it can be really overwhelming, really triggering for us to hear all of that again. And literally a lot of times it's to reconnect, to kind of let it go. It's not reconnect to kind of like bring it in closer. This is reconnect to let it go. Number 20 is give grace to myself first. Be honest and careful during this time frame. And I literally have a calendar invite every day of Mercury in retrograde to let me know first thing in the morning, Mercury's in retrograde, be kind to myself. Because if I'm not, I can get overwhelmed and really push myself in some very not nice ways. Number 20 is my favorite one, because it's all about grace for myself and for others. And I'm not going to hold them accountable as much as I normally would, because they're stressing out. They're going through things as well as I am. So number 20 is my be at peace with myself and with others.